Hello friends, thanks for tuning into this week's community-focused video where I'm going to ask you to partner with me to help out a local not-for-profit called Benilde Hall. And I'll talk more about that later, about the reasons why, but if you want to get right in and just support me in this, you can look in the description below of the video if you're watching this on YouTube, or you can look at it in the blog post on my website if that's where you're finding this content. And what I'm going to do is give you 3 quick links to Amazon products that you could buy and have shipped to my house, and I'm going to gather all that stuff over the course of a month and then take everything I get to them. And I'll explain more about that in the video to follow, but I wanted to give you that call to action. If you just want to join me, go do that, buy some stuff and send it to my house. Many of you have already done that in the past. For years we've been doing this. So let me get into now why Benilde Hall. And if you're like me, you might not even realize that Benilde Hall exists. They're one of those best kept secret kinds of things. They're down a little east of downtown, and here's how the whole story starts. I got an email from, it was an email, I don't think it was through LinkedIn, it was an email from Hattie. Hattie is like the marketing director, community person for Benilde Hall, and she emailed me and said, "Hi Jason, my name's Hattie. I'd like to know if you'd want to come out and tour our facility and see what we're all about." And I'm like, sure. That's an awesome ask, and it takes courage to ask sometimes for people to get involved. So I loved the fact that Hattie is getting the community involved and sharing the good news about what they're trying to do as an organization. So I get in my car, and it was colder. I've been on vacation for a couple weeks and different things over the last couple months. I've been busy, so I'm finally now doing this video. So it was colder, and I go over there, and it's icy, and I get out of my car, and I go into Benilde Hall, and it's a nice campus of connected buildings. I had no idea what I was in for. I checked out the website and generally understood that what they were trying to do was provide transitional housing and substance abuse recovery for primarily vets and also local homeless people to re-enter society. And if you guys know me, that's right. There's so many things. Kids and that kind of thing, people down on their luck, I want to help. And there are some requirements to be a part of the program at Benilde Hall. They have about 110 beds currently, so they can have 110 guests in their organization, and you have to qualify to be a part of it. And you also have to do work, and there are specific things you have to do for counseling and work and different things at the facility while you're there. And it was just an awesome experience. It kind of hit me in the face as I was walking through the hallways. By the way, I'm going to throw up one of their, I'm going to put up one of the videos that they sent me that's not going to have any audio. I'm just going to kind of put it in the corner so you can kind of see. It's for the people that work there talking about the organization, but I think it'd be good for you to have some visuals of what that facility looks like as I'm talking about it. So I'm going to put that up in the corner and just kind of let that run with no audio while I'm talking. Anyway, I'm going through this facility with Hattie, and she's describing what they're doing, and I just can't tell you how seeing these men that have probably been down on their luck, maybe made some bad choices, maybe had some hard life things coming at them that put them in this position where they are at now, but coming out of that and healing and getting mental health counseling and getting rid of their addiction and having a safe place to call home and making new friends that are also trying to better themselves. It was just so powerful. I got to talk to 4 or 5 guys in the hallway briefly. I got to see the kitchen area where they prepare food and clean everything after they're done, and everybody's got a role, taking out the trash and a million other things. And I was super impressed with this organization. So in those situations, I'm like, I got to help somehow. Blue Years is going to help Benilde Hall this year somehow. And there's a couple of ways that I'm going to help them financially just on the back end with the website and some other stuff. But I wanted to put this out there because many of you have said to me in the past, Jason, I love when you make it easy for me to give something that I know is going to go to an organization and have a tangible impact, and you make it easy because you give me Amazon links and I can just ship cases of stuff to your house. So I'm going to do that this time. And I was asking Hattie, oh, this gets my heart going. I said to Hattie, what do these guys need the most when they get here? Like, what's the thing that you go through in terms of, if I'm going to do a drive for something for donations and of things, items, what do you go through the most? And she said, well, we, of course, toothbrush and toothpaste is one of the first things. And so I'll include links to those. But the thing that got me is, I was actually almost tearful. She said they like Old Spice. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, they like Old Spice 3-in-1 shampoo because they want to smell, they want to feel clean and smell good, because that helps them immediately change how they're feeling about themselves in this situation. Man, I'm like, something as simple as a bottle of Old Spice 3-in-1 can make a difference in this guy's life of, 110 guys. And they're going through this program and then they graduate and hopefully are re-entering society and not falling back on old habits. And there's lots of success stories. You can go to their website. I'll put a link to their website, of course, in the blog post and in the notes for YouTube. But that's what I'm going to do is like, yeah, let's show up and give these guys a whole bunch of Old Spice 3-in-1 soap and some toothbrushes and toothpaste so that when they get there, they can have clean teeth and a clean body and start fresh. I loved that idea. So hopefully that video has been playing. It's a cool organization, awesome people that are there. And some of the people are past residents that have gone through the program and now they're working at Benilde Hall. And I was just so impressed and taken by this organization that should not be one of the best kept secrets in Kansas City. I think more people need to know about it. There's tons of other not-for-profits I know of and I've heard of for years, and I had never heard of Benilde Hall. So my call to action yet again, like at the beginning of the video, here at the end, is please, please consider joining me in getting these things pulled together for these guys so I can take a carload of stuff over there. Maybe, I don't know what your financial situation is right now, but if we could do a few cases of toothpaste or a few cases of Old Spice 3-in-1, I'm also going to do cases of that stuff for them as well. So at a minimum, they're going to get a nice truckload of stuff for me. But I would love for you to partner, to join me on that so that we can give them a bunch of stuff so they've got plenty of inventory for that for the next couple of years, is my hope. And I'll put all those links in the bottom. And if you have any questions, please feel free to throw it in the comments, reach out to me, email, phone call, whatever you want to do to ask any of the questions that you have about this organization. I will also include just a basic link for their Amazon wish list. And I will also include a link for just a straight donation. If you just want to make a not-for-profit taxable donation to Benilde Hall, you sure can, and I'll put all those links in the bottom. If you don't want to send stuff to my house so I take it over and all that, you can just do a straight donation to the organization. So anyway, that was my video for this week. I hope that some of the visuals that you've seen, or just knowing me in my heart, that you'll join me in this. I try not to ask too often. Maybe once or twice a year I do these, where I ask you to join me and help financially with these organizations that I'm trying to make an impact with. And you guys know I appreciate you so much for helping me with those, and it's such a fun story to tell. So, all right, that's it for this video, and I hope to do another video sooner as opposed to later compared to last time I did a video. But thank you for joining me in this effort for Benilde Hall. I'll talk to you soon.